Welcome back, folks, to World of Warships Legends. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today we're in the Yorck on Tears of Desert. And this is not going to be a long match. This is going to be quick and painful for the enemy team. There is another player on here in the Fubuki. He's going to have himself a nice game, but between me and him, essentially, this enemy team is going to last about 4.5, 5 minutes tops. And we're in the Yorck, another ship I don't think a lot of people like, and I do. Actually, for some reason, I happen to like all the Tier 6 German ships, like Heinrich, Gneisenau, let's see, and Maas, right? I actually like all of them, oddly enough, now that I think about it. And I don't think any of them are really that popular. Mass might be. Mass is really good destroyer. I think that's probably my favorite destroyer at the tier, besides maybe Yukikaze. I really like Yukikaze. That being said, we're taking some shots. We got a Citadel already. Nothing too fancy, but we do take a shot at the destroyer. And we hit 4 shells. We're getting pretty lucky there. This is a ship I hadn't played in a while, not since I did it in the tech tree, and I did terrible with it in the tech tree when I was obviously first learning the game. Got back into it twice. Both of the times I got into it could have been a video. Probably play the ship more too. But anyway, we're going to go ahead. You guys can see I'm actually using AP quite a bit in this ship. And what this New Orleans is about to do, I respect, because he's going after a destroyer. But this is probably not the way to go about it. Is we are going to go ahead and should have used our sonar a little bit earlier, but we are going to blast into New Orleans there. And we're going to go ahead and try to take another shot at New Orleans. Not going to have much luck there. 1 over pin. However, we are going to turn our guns onto him, and he's angled enough to make this super painful. As you can see, we get a dev strike on a New Orleans. And cruiser dev strikes with guns are a lot of fun. Now Renown is here, and that did hurt a little bit. Should have got a little bit angled a little bit better. However, everything is not good. Mahan just seen what happened to his buddy, decides that's probably a good idea, and does lose most of his health, and that destroyer gets wrecked by ours. Now, that being said, we're going to turn around and start pushing the issue here. Yorck is a ship you don't hear about very often. I'm kind of curious. I think when I hear about it, most people are kind of laughing at it, but having played it again, this thing is pretty solid. The other match I was going to showcase, actually I think I may have already, where I basically rush in and murder an entire flank like instantly. That I think actually was a video not too long ago. Yeah, it was like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure we did have that video where we do as much damage as this basically and have this good of a game, but we do it by ourselves without any help. But that being said, Renown has apparently forgotten about me and is running away. Also, we did get that Citadel and cross the door earlier in the match. We're going to go ahead and try to finish him off since nobody else did. And we are going to do that. As you can see, a Renown death strikes one of our teammates. We're going to go ahead and push up because right now with the island in between us, we're not in a bad spot. Also, we can get this cap just in case this match gets close, but it's already looking real rough. Just a couple minutes in, we're going to take a shot at the carrier, and you're going to see this carrier not going to be long for this world, obviously. It's Japanese, pretty easy to Citadel. And also, very quietly in this match, as we get our high caliber, we have 7 Citadels, with a very good ship. And our Lady the Terrible actually dev strikes the rest of them with torps, so we don't get a bunch of that free damage. That would have been really cool. That being said, we're going to go ahead and focus on Renown. and get a Confederate. So again, doing pretty well in this ship with AP. So not that there was a lot of damage that be had in this match, but you can see a solid match that we did have. 100 and some thousand at a tier 5-6 match. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. And especially with a high caliber and a Confederate. I mean, we hurt a lot of people in this match. But you can see their destroyer goes down to end the match. But that match was over long before that destroyer ran for 4 minutes. But quick, and a 3,000 base game in about, I don't know, what was that? 4.5 minutes at tier 6. That's pretty darn good. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time, folks.